Welcome to Power Electronics lecture series. Today we will see the information related to another type of triggering device, that is PUT, Programmable Unijunction Transistor. In this session we will see the information related to the structure of PUT, symbol of PUT, then its equivalent circuit, working, IV characteristic and application. Let us see what is meant by PUT. Let us start with the next device, that is PUT, Programmable Unijunction Transistor. Programmable Unijunction Transistor. Okay, in this session we will see some of the points related to PUT, that is symbol of PUT, construction of PUT, equivalent circuit of PUT, equivalent circuit of PUT, then IV characteristic of PUT and its advantages and application. Advantages of PUT and application of PUT. Let us draw the construction of PUT. Okay. PUT is as we had seen in UJT, PUT also is a triggering device. Okay. It is nothing but it is similar to the SCR. It is also a PNPN structure. It has three terminals: anode, cathode and gate. Only one difference is there. The gate is near the anode in PUT, while gate is near the cathode in SCR. So this is what the construction of PUT. If I draw the symbol for this, it is quite equivalent to SCR. It has anode terminal, cathode terminal, and this is what the gate terminal. Only difference is that the gate terminal is near anode in PUT, while this gate terminal is present near in cathode for the SCR. So this is what the construction, and this is symbol of PUT. Why it is called as PUT? In UJT the value of resistance RB1 and RB2 is fixed, while in PUT we can change the resistance value, or we can program this type of transistor. Let us draw the equivalent circuit of PUT. Equivalent circuit of PUT. In this we are having the variable resistance R1. This variable resistance R1 is connected to the PUT. Then it is connected to the R4 resistance. Okay. Across R4 resistance we are taking the output. Then gate of this is connected to the two resistances, R2 and R3. This is gate of PUT. Vg is the voltage across the gate, R3 is the resistance, R2 is the resistance. This R2 resistance is connected to this voltage and potentiometer R1. Okay, and this is what anode voltage VA. This is R4 resistance, this point A. Across R4 we are taking the output. The voltage across anode will decide where the PUT is turned on or not, and the value of R2 and R3, we can vary the value of R2 and R3 so that it can be programmed. Okay, Now see, when the anode voltage is less than the gate voltage, when this VA is less than the gate voltage, then PUT is in off mode. PUT is in off mode. When anode voltage VA is less than VG, the PUT is in off mode. Okay. Whenever this gate, now this gate voltage is given by, the gate voltage is given by VG is nothing but voltage across this R3. So apply voltage divider rule here. Voltage across R3 is nothing but the resistance itself divided by the total resistance multiplied by the total voltage supply. VBB is here. R2 and R3 are the resistances. Okay. So by varying the values of R2 and R3, by varying the values of resistance R2 and R3, it is possible to program the gate voltage. It is possible to program the gate voltage here. Possible to program the gate voltage. So this facility is not available in UJT, so it is called as unijunction transistor. Now the P side of the anode gate junction is connected to anode and N side is connected to gate. Okay. P side of anode gate junction is connected to anode. P side of anode gate junction is connected to anode and N side is connected to gate. P side of anode gate junction is connected to anode and N side is connected to the gate. N side is connected to gate. So as anode voltage is less than VG, the leakage current IGAO will flow across the PUT. Okay. Now see, when anode voltage VA is raised above the gate voltage, by 0.7 volt, the anode gate junction is forward biased and PUT is turned on. The anode gate junction is forward biased. And PUT is turned on. Okay, this value of anode gate voltage is called as peak voltage. So this voltage is called as peak voltage of PUT. Peak voltage of PUT. Okay. Output of PUT is normally taken at this R4 resistors. Okay. The Vout is taken across the R4 resistor. Output of PUT is taken across the R4 resistor. Okay. Whenever the anode voltage is less than the gate voltage plus 0.7 volt, the PUT is turned off, and whenever the anode voltage is greater than the gate voltage with approximately 0.7 volt additive, so the PUT is turned on, and whenever this VA voltage is less than this amount of voltage, the PUT is turned off. This is what the working of our PUT. Now let us draw the IV characteristic of PUT. IV characteristic of PUT remains same as that of the UJT. Here we are taking anode voltage on y-axis and anode current on x-axis. Initially the voltage across the PUT is small. After crossing the peak voltage, it starts decreasing. This region is called as negative resistance region, and after that it will go in the saturation region. Okay, so this is called as peak voltage. Before that, the PUT is in off mode. At this peak point, PUT is turned on, and this region is called as negative resistance region. This is IV characteristic of PUT. VA is the anode voltage on y-axis, IA is the anode current on x-axis. Okay, initially the voltage across the PUT is less than the peak voltage, so the value of current is very small. After reaching the anode voltage to the peak voltage, the PUT is turned on and the voltage across the PUT is go on decreasing. So this region is called as negative resistance region. After valley point, the voltage is decreases. This is called as valley point. And after valley point, after reaching the valley point, the voltage again starts increasing. So this region is called as saturation region. So the voltage at the valley point is called as VV, and the current at the valley point is called as IV, that is peak current. So this is what the IV characteristic of PUT. Okay. So the gate voltage across the PUT is given by R3 resistance divided by the series resistance multiplied by the total voltage. This ratio is called as intrinsic standoff ratio. This eta is nothing but R3 divided by R2 plus R3. Then next we will see the peak voltage. The peak voltage across PUT is given by eta VBP plus VD, where VD is 0.7 volt here. So VP is equals to eta VBP plus VD, means peak voltage of VP is equals to eta VBP plus 0.7. This is what the voltage at which the PUT is turned on. Now let us see some of the application of PUT. It is used to trigger the SCR and triac. It is used in relaxation oscillator, and it is used in timer circuit. So this is all about today's session. In today's session we had seen the symbol of PUT, construction of PUT, working of the PUT, then its equivalent circuits, its IV characteristic, some of the equations of it, and application of PUT. So thank you for watching this video.